Is there anything about NFL development? Obviously, you want to get to the league and things like that, but talking to someone, I mean, is there anything about NFL development where you're like, okay, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect him to say that, or that it took that to get to that next level.
Right. I mean, he coached Jyaire Brown, and that's one of the best. That's the best corner in the league, in my personal opinion. And knowing that he coached him, I'm definitely gonna learn from what he's saying and the things that he's gonna teach me, so I can be able to and be ready when that time comes for me to step foot in the league.
How about Jim Knowles? What kind of your interactions been like with him so far, and what are your first impressions of him?
He's a great man, great coach. He did great things at Oklahoma State, and same for him. Just looking forward to work, man. Getting ready.
Any of the older cornerbacks here, really helped show you the ropes so far?
Yes, sir. J.K. Johnson, that's my roommate. Me and him real tight. We compete with each other every day when we're working out, and I feel like he's gonna be my biggest just competitor at a standpoint. Me and him compete.
I don't know how deep the conversations are about that. I don't know what's describing how the secret there is going to work. It's basically 3 quarters of the field. Where do they kind of see you, more like an outside guy or in that nickel spot?
Outside guy, but I can play both. I'm very versatile. I played slot corner for my 7 and 17 throughout my years there, so I'm real versatile. I can play both. That played a real big role. Just seeing those guys year after year going to the league, first round, playing at a high level that they playing at now. It's just knowing that they got developed here and they came from here, and I want to be the next one to do that at a high level, be the best.
How have things been since you actually, got on campus and, with winter workouts and everything like that? Has it been what you expected, or what's been the hardest part about that?
It's been what I expected, just coming in here and knowing that it's going to be hard. It's been hard, but I'm just fighting through it every day, working hard, trying to get better, getting ready for spring.
Is there a welcome to college football moment for you? Like here in the past few weeks, was there a workout that you were like, oh my gosh, like I'm at this next level? Like is that?
I would say every day, but for me, not yet.
Okay.
But it's coming.
What does J.K. Johnson kind of taught you? Like, what do you see in him that, in terms of like wanting to get to that level? Like, I mean, what about his play? What about his work ethic?
Just his attitude, like just being himself at all times and coming with that swagger and working. Like he's a worker, and I take after that. I work hard too, so we're gonna work together, get better. Like I said, compete.
Jyaire, we know how successful SEC football is. You look at the last 3 national champs, LSU and Bama and Georgia. With your experience living down there and also living up here, what's the draw of Southern football or SEC football? What was that like for you in the recruiting process when schools like those schools were coming after you too?
I would have to say from here to there, it's a lot more team and overall football. Like it's actual team here and it's real good football. But there is more of athletes. Like you have more skill positions, like faster, shiftier, quicker, and that really helped me out being there, going against faster, quicker, shiftier dudes with my feet and technique and stuff like that.
How much consideration did you give to playing college football in the South somewhere?
A lot of that was gonna be my second option besides Ohio State if I didn't come to Ohio State, but I'm here.
So what did Ohio State do to get over the top?
So just being that program for one, and like I said, my relationship with Coach Combs and Coach Day, they played a tremendous part in me coming here, especially me being out from New Orleans and coming back home to Cincinnati, Ohio. So
Everybody knows the deal with SEC football, but Ohio State competes with those programs every year. I'm just always curious about, Ohio State being a northern school versus some of those southern schools, like you were saying, all the skill position athletes down there. I'm always curious, like how Ohio State does it. You know what I mean? But I think like getting guys like you is part of how they do it, right?
That's it. It's just being a great program in the end, and the way we work hard every day. Every day since I've been here, we work hard, and we know we got to work hard to get to where we got to go, which is national championship.
Can you kind of describe your game and your expectations for your freshman year?
My expectations, I don't really set expectations on myself, but I'm looking to come in and play freshman year. Describing my game, press corner, I can play off as well, but I feel like my press technique has gotten real well within these last 2 years, just learning from guys like at LSU, Derek Stanley, Elijah Ricks, things like that, just learning from them different techniques that they gave me, picking their brain, and that's it.
I know it was a big process for you to do the first commitment class. So what was that moment for you and your family when you were finally able to put the pen to paper and now you're headed up here as well as that celebration?
To be honest, I was missing a person, so I just been strictly ready to get to work, like straight to business. It was exciting, of course, felt like a dream come true, but I'm just been ready to work day in and day out.
Sorry if you've mentioned already, but from your secondary coaches, when you were here too, what was that like to kind of be on the ground floor of something new that you're trying to do here? At least
It means a lot because knowing that I have a chance to be the starter of something new and take on a new torch, as you said. But it's just really exciting knowing that this era, all the coaches first year and my first year as well, so we can get a chance to get to work.
sometimes it takes guys a while to get into the starting lineup. You know, do the best for play. Denzel Bronk is an example of that. What does it say that you can be a freshman and still make an impact on this team? How much does that motivate you to do that?
It motivates me every day. That's my reason for real. You know, knowing I can play early, knowing I have the ability to play early, just working.
I apologize for this. I know you've done this in recruiting, but I just want to make sure I hear it from you. Can you just run through your background for us of when you were in Ohio and then when you were in Louisiana and how
Okay.
your childhood worked out?
So I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. I lived there till I was 3 years old. Then I moved to New Orleans. I've been living in New Orleans ever since about 2 years ago, year and a half. I moved back to Cincinnati, Ohio, to Dakota West. And I've been here ever since.
Okay.
Since about
And
2
we're
years.
listing New Orleans as hometown.
New Orleans is hometown.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like when you're growing up in New Orleans, then I mean, were you a big Saints fan or were you a big
Well,
LSU
to
fan?
this
Like, what was
day,
your team?
To this day, I'm a Saints fan. I was a big LSU fan, but I mean, I wouldn't say big LSU fan, but I was definitely a fan of LSU, just knowing that they right up the street.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you kind of rooting for the Bengals then? With all those LSU
Oh, of course,
guys?
of course, of course.
Being
I
from
would be
Cincinnati?
rooting for the Bengals regardless.
I had to throw that in there.
Yes, sir.
So would you, how much, so if you lived in Cincinnati until you were 3, did you, like your Ohio roots, are there a lot of people in your family who are
Yes,
from
sir.
Ohio?
My brother, my oldest brother, my oldest sister, 2 of my older sisters, they are from Cincinnati, Ohio. So
Okay.
most of my immediate family on my dad's side is from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
Cousins, grandma, auntie, and my 3 little sisters are in New Orleans.
Okay. Okay. So would you come up and visit that side of the family when you were living in New Orleans? Okay. So you really are both. You're like half Ohio, half New Orleans. This is interesting. Because there's not a lot of people like who have that perspective on,
sir.
because the football's great here, the football's great there,
Right.
but you understand that
Yes, sir.
about as much as anybody.
Yes, sir.
And you do think, so again, you were talking about going against the skill position guys in New Orleans, that kind of thing. Can you describe a little bit more about like what your football upbringing was when you were, did you feel like there was great talent in all the leagues you were playing in as a kid in New Orleans and in middle
Yeah.
school and stuff?
New Orleans is always like just hidden talent that you probably never knew that existed, but it's just New Orleans so crazy. But New Orleans is a lot of talent. Ever since I was growing up, park ball, like you said, middle school, always been talent. But,
Okay.
as it got to high school, it started separating a little bit more, but it's the talent still was there.
When did you first get an idea of like, I might be pretty good at football?
Sophomore year. No. When I was 9 years old, I played at Harrell Park, and I got the nickname The Real Deal. And I'm talking about like little kids coming up to me calling me Real Deal. A whole park just know my name is Real Deal. So probably when I was nine and know I never played football.
should we call you the real deal? Is that all
That's
right?
my name. Yeah,
That's
that's
still.
cool. Yeah.
When you're 9.
Yeah, no.
That's good stuff, man. You must have been awesome. What were you doing? You scoring touchdowns?
Yes,
What were you
sir.
doing?
Running back.
Running back.
Yes, sir.
Every time you touch the ball, you're in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
So did you? Is that when you're like? That's when you fall in love with the game? Then
Yeah.
what's that process? Like?
I really fell in love with the game at a young age. I would say about 7. My dad had me working out. I'm talking 7 in the morning every summer day in the morning. 7 in the morning. I'm 7 years old going to work out every single day. Footwork drills, technique drills, speed drills, stuff like that. And I didn't really start lifting weights, till freshman year. So I was just doing push-ups, and body weight, and most of it was just footwork. But ever since I was 7, every summer I worked out like every single day.
What do you feel like your understanding of football is now? I mean, if you're this dedicated to the sport when you're that young.
I think it's crazy, and I just wait for my chance to prove it. But I think my understanding of the game now is just on a level that it should be, and continue to grow.